his story, he really, as much as we love Cam, has hijacked week one. He has. A captain of the team has hijacked week one by dropping a "we'll see," basically, if I'm actually going to play. What are your thoughts on that?
I think his contention there would be, my teammates all support me, so I'm not hijacking it. It's not a case of like Le'Veon Bell where there was infighting and bickering that way. And I believe him. I mean, Cam is, every player who leaves here, even veterans, talk about how great of a leader he is for the Steelers. Now, I know the on-field results haven't necessarily produced much, but I think it's the little things like hosting the cookouts at your house and, pulling guys aside when they need it. I think he has all that on his ledger, so he does get that respect, and it's not something where teammates are taking shots at him behind closed doors, but it's more of them versus the man, the upstairs, the suits, and it's always easy to say, pay this guy, but it's a puzzle. The salary cap is a puzzle, and every dollar that one guy gets is less than another guy can get.
Well, yes, and I think he looks around and sees everybody from TJ all the way to Jaylen Warren is getting paid here. Now, Jaylen, it's not going to break any records, but he did get $12 million guaranteed, and that's more than the Ravens gave Derrick Henry when he signed with them last year in free agency. I think that's a pretty decent chunk of change for a guy to say, I think Tomlin said that his progress has been very evident, and he took a step last year. I think he took a step back last year. Tomlin said his progress has been very evident. I don't necessarily agree, Brian. I like Jaylen Warren. He's a nice back. I feel like I can find nice backs anywhere. I feel like he has a little bit of a fumbling issue. I'm not really sold on a $12 million guarantee for Jaylen Warren. How about you?
I mean, the market's gone up. I mean, Henry got that last year when he signed. And that was, remember, coming off the tail end of the Titans. I think there were still some questions about him. The Ravens went back to him and gave him, I think, $25 million guaranteed this offseason.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they're running, yeah. So
but he didn't get as much as Najee either, Jaylen Warren. Or he got more than Najee, too, guaranteed.
Yeah, Najee didn't get a ton from the Chargers, and I look at it this way. I'm surprised. I would even say maybe stunned when I saw that yesterday. I just didn't think that was the plan. I figured the vision was Jalen's a nice player. We'll use him a lot this year. Well, he can set himself up to go get paid elsewhere if he plays well and thrives. But we've got Caleb Johnson in the pipeline, and then maybe we'll even use one of our 73 picks next year to take another running back to pair with him.
Yeah.
But when you actually look at it, I mean, he basically got like Tony Pollard money, Devin Singletary money, and I think that seems about right. Not quite Chuba Hubbard money, which I was pretty shocked when the Panthers paid that guy what they did. So, yeah, I mean, I guess running backs, they're having a little bit of a moment, a little bit of a resurgence, but I think more than anything, this is a longer-term commitment than I expected them to make to Jaylen Warren, but it's not buku bucks, and it does send a good message, I guess, to the rest of the team if they respect him, the way that he works, and the way that he I always felt like he was kind of walking on eggshells the last few years with the Najee Harris dynamic in that room. It was always like people were asking Najee about Jalen, and he was so hesitant to say much praiseworthy about the guy who was pushing for more touches, and now he gets a fresh start as the number one, and of course there's a rookie behind him on his heels, but he's got a little more financial security for sure.